North Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock. Really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get first crack at it today. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, the master at his craft, perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's Harris.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got two of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
Makes a connection. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And as long as Kenny Dillingham is calling plays for Arizona State, I think the quarterback's going to be fine. New guy, new face, but here's what they did. They surrounded him with elite weapons from the portal. Kenny Dillingham, again, is a great play caller. Palmer, I look forward to watching him set.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And now after losing the fumble, there is an injured man on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Barnett. The short hands, it's Wade. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. The handoff for Watson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got a little grass. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run with Watson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCF! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mack. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to him on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving to the air. It's Boley. The short hands. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down. What a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Sun Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Quick completion on the out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Again, it's Brown. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Barnett. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Charles. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Watson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Uncorks one. Got his man on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Pressure coming. Bakes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Barnett. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bust through behind his pad. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 9 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing. Many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Oh, they're after him. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Knights will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He only needs a sliver of daylight. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Motion from the wideout. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking to throw, it's Boley. Fires on the move. Nobody around as he makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run with Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positive. But we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, and watch out. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Boley. Here's the pressure. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Now sliding to his left. Parks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Pulls it in, it's Charles. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to Watson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Duke one more time. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Duke Watson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Knights! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moss. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield. It's Boley. It's complete to the right. tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Brown. Crosses to 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On 1st down, it's Brown again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit. Forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Running inside. It's Watson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
To the air, it's Jenkins. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their 1st of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Watson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Watson again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Now the Sun Devils calling their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. On third down, here's Watson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these...
He tries to take the top off. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
Fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next